Hello everyone and welcome to Mindscope Media. Today in this video I'd like to talk about social anxiety and how you can beat it. If you're wondering what social anxiety is and you have it, how can you beat it? Well, you come to the right place. We've got all the details for you. A long-term and overpowering dread of social settings is known as social anxiety disorder or social phobia. It is a typical issue that usually begins in adolescence. It may be pretty upsetting and have a significant influence on your life. It becomes better for some people as they get older, but for others not so much. Many people, however, find that it does not go away on its own without therapy. If you're experiencing symptoms, it is critical that you get medical assistance. There are therapies available to assist you in managing it. So without further ado, let's dive right in. When making a speech or interviewing for a new job, many people become uncomfortable or self-conscious. However, social anxiety disorder, often known as a social phobia, is more than just shyness or nervousness. Social anxiety disorder is characterized by an extreme fear of social settings, particularly those that are unknown or in which you believe you will be observed or assessed by others. These situations may seem so terrifying that you quickly become uncomfortable even just thinking about them, or you may go to considerable time and effort to avoid them altogether, causing major disruption in your life. The dread of being examined, criticized, or embarrassed in public is at the root of social anxiety disorder. You may be concerned that others will judge you negatively or that you'll fall short in comparison to others. Even while you undoubtedly understand that your concerns of being evaluated are unreasonable and exaggerated, you can't help but feel uneasy. You can learn to be comfortable in social situations and reclaim your life no matter how terribly shy you are or how awful the butterflies are. Things you may do to combat social anxiety are known as social anxiety activities. About 12% of the population is thought to be affected by social anxiety disorder, SAD, at some time in their lives. People with social anxiety struggle in many parts of their lives, including developing and maintaining friendships, finding and keeping a life partner, finding and building a profession, and simply getting through the routine tasks of everyday life. It's more than shyness when it comes to social anxiety. It's a persistent dread that interferes with daily activities, self-confidence, relationships, and work or school performance. Many individuals worry about social settings on occasion, but someone with social anxiety worries excessively before, during, and after them. They are concerned about ordinary tasks like meeting new people, initiating discussions, talking on the phone, working, and shopping. Social activities such as group talks, eating with company, and partying are avoided or feared by many people. They are always concerned about doing anything you consider humiliating, such as flushing, sweating, or seeming inept, and find it difficult to perform things that they believe are necessary. They are afraid of being judged, avoid eye contact, or have poor self-esteem. May have symptoms such as nausea, sweating, shaking, or pounding heartbeat, palpitations, as well as panic attacks, which are intense feelings of dread and worry that last only a few minutes. Despite the fact that you may feel that you're the only one who suffers from social anxiety, it's actually fairly common. Many individuals are afraid of these things. However, the circumstances that set off the symptoms of social anxiety disorder might vary. In most social situations, some people suffer from nervousness. Others associate anxiety with certain social circumstances such as conversing with strangers, mixing with strangers at parties, or performing in front of an audience. Child shyness is often quite natural, but children with social anxiety disorder feel considerably uncomfortable or out of place in common settings like playing with other children, reading in class, speaking to adults, or taking exams. Don't put it off till tomorrow, next week, or the next time you're in a bad situation. Make an appointment to visit someone right now. If you're too ashamed to phone your doctors, you might start by calling a mental health helpline. You may discover that speaking with an anonymous stranger is less daunting, and it may lead to you obtaining the assistance you require. All you need to do now is focus on the first step. It's not enough to have broad goals for what you want to accomplish. It's critical to write down your objectives. This makes things easier to understand. Asking yourself questions about negative thoughts might help. Do I know for sure that I'm going to botch this presentation? Or will people automatically assume I'm inept if I'm nervous? Using this rational evaluation may progressively replace your negative ideas with more realistic and constructive ways of looking at social circumstances that cause you anxiety. Thinking about why you feel and thinking the way you do can be terrifying, but knowing the causes of your worries will help you reduce the negative influence on your life. Keep a diary to help you learn more about your anxiety by thinking about or writing down what's on your mind and how you act in different social circumstances. Try some stress-relieving strategies such as breathing exercises. Break up difficult situations into tiny chunks and concentrate on being calmer with each one. Pay attention to what others are saying rather than expecting the worst. You may not be a natural public speaker, but you have a lot to be proud of in your life. Recognize that you encounter greater difficulties than others and that you should be proud of your little achievements. You could even be pleased with yourself if you make it out of the home some days. Build on tiny victories. Nobody else will support you the way you can for yourself. Learn as much as you can about social anxiety disorder so you can make smarter decisions. If you believe it will benefit you, request adjustments at work and school. Assist others in gaining a better understanding of the difficulties you experience. If you want, try to take a break at a party. Nobody else understands how it feels to be you. Although this is not a treatment for social anxiety, clothes may occasionally make you feel like a different person with a fresh attitude. Purchase something outside your comfort zone to get yourself out of a rut. Choose a one-of-a-kind accent item to try something new and give folks something to talk about when they first meet you. Some people with social anxiety are natural introverts, which means they replenish their emotional batteries by spending time alone rather than with others. Choosing to spend time alone to gather your thoughts for the sake of self-awareness rather than fear is a healthy, self-aware decision. Maybe you've developed a habit of saying no to everything. Why not start saying yes instead? If you're invited to do anything social, strive to make accepting the offer a habit. Although you may first feel worried, the more you do it, the less frightened you will get. Make an effort to go the next time an invitation arrives on your desk or someone at work invites you to join the group for a coffee break. As easy as it may appear, we will all require a change of scenery from time to time. If you're truly struggling with social anxiety, consider going on a weekend trip to a different location, even if it's just for yourself. Take in some of the local culture and experience life at a slower pace. Your thoughts and sentiments may have become so routine that you are unaware of what goes through your mind on a regular basis. Slow down, focus on the present now, and analyze the ideas that come to mind, particularly the negative ones. Be wary of your motivations for wanting change. If daily living is causing you agony, it's time to address your social anxiety. Improvements you make, on the one hand, will not stay if you merely want to impress your friends on Facebook or in real life with your social skills and popularity. Well, that's it, folks. That's all for this video. If you liked it, please make sure you comment down below and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time. Take care and don't stress.